to the sea. Baby, I never say, for I will fall into the light. Every time I try to breathe, the moon will rise and carry me. For I've loved and I have died. So I won't hold back, hold back. And you should know that what's never gone just have regrets. So I won't go back, go back. Oh, Lord, got me to forget the time I lost with no regrets. And the moon shine back again. And the moon shine back again. When I drove down to abyss, while I blame the world's neglect, Lord, I shine right back again. So I
Hello everyone and welcome back for episode 4, I believe, of Mass Effect Legendary 100% playthrough. Today we're doing things a little bit out of order than when I normally do a playthrough. Normally I do Liara's mission after Ferris and Novaria, but we're actually going to do her first. So we did absolutely tons on the Citadel in the last two missions, sessions rather. I think we went for like 3 or 4 hours or something last week, and we knocked out just about every side quest on the Citadel, and got all those wrapped up. There's a few that we've got to like go away and come back, that are sitting there in standby. But you know, we'll get those further down the line. But working on trying to get all the Xbox achievements in as fewer playthroughs as possible. So we're going to go and we're going to get Liara because we need her for another Xbox achievement. And I see on the poll that Rex has won, so it's going to be Garrison Rex tonight for the mission. At least until we get Liara, and then after that we need to have Garrus and Liara. That is right, isn't it? Right, let's load this up. So where were we last time? Look at that, exactly 6 hours, and we're already up to 28 saves. Are you gutted, royalty? I'll take you to visit Tally. Don't worry. I put the audio on. Running a little bit late tonight, as it is by 5 minutes. 2 reasons. 1, because the audio went weird like it did last night, and 2, Mum had lost her tablets. Let's just verify the audio. Let's go and talk to Presley.
Yes, Commander?
Carry on, Presley.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, it's not distorted. There's no such thing as too much Tally. Right, before we do the mission, because you've been at work when we've been to see Tally previously, so I'll take. Actually, I assume that you're not at work right now. Anyway, is it not still your week off, or are you back to work today? Let's go downstairs and we'll quickly go and see Tally, just for royalty. back on Monday night. Alright, let's go through. Here she is. Now if we had done this on the 360 version, it would have taken us about 4 or 5 minutes to get down here. But on this version it loads so much better.
You need something?
Tell me about your people.
Our lives aren't easy. Resources are scarce, and we are constantly on the move. Everything we do must in some way contribute to the continuation of the migrant fleet. There are 17 million Quarians in the flotilla, and each of us relies on the others for survival. The bonds among my people are strong. Unfortunately, we have had to surrender many of the freedoms and civil liberties other species take for granted.
I want to talk about something else.
Like what?
I should go.
See you later.
There we go. Let's back up to the bridge. Or the command deck, I suppose. Oh, look how fast that lift moves up. It was a crawl on the 360. There's so many times I've accidentally clicked on the lift and I didn't really mean to go through it, and you had to sit in those loading screens. Right. Oop. Yep, yeah, exactly, Chrissy. You're not allowed to look at the last 3 now. You have to keep the last 3 out of sight until until the balance is restored. What's that? Are you planning to put Oh, do you mean the sound effects? Are you talking about having them so you can trigger them from the chat, like to these ones? Right, let's zoom out. Distracted there from I wasn't expecting it to load so quickly. This is our first time exploring the galactic map in Legendary Edition. So, we're going to make our way here to find Liara. Oh, which of the systems is she in? Hang on. Back it out. Mission, find Tasoni. Explore the uncharted worlds of Artemis Tau Cluster. Oh well, that narrows it down. Oh, sorry. I've just realised I've misread what you said there, JT. Yeah, I did pick up Control after you said about it. Was it yesterday? I haven't downloaded it, but I have like tagged it into my account, so it's like purchased. But yeah, what will happen is we will do Control, because Friday night is what I like to have as the RPG night. So Mass Effect will move into Friday once we finish. What's it called? Zelda, and then Saturday we'll play through Control. Right, what was I doing there? Oh yeah, zoom out. Nope, pressed the wrong button. And what's that, Royalty? You've looked at all the different pictures, but you haven't read the little stories on the back. Which ones did I send? Did I send you, Royalty? I can't remember what I pulled out of the deck. I can't even remember which ones I sent previously. I can't remember which system she's in. Let's travel here. Gravy, KFC and Oxo you got today. Along with Sage and Onion for... Did I just send one card down the first time? Oh, look at that mass relay in high-res textures. Right, it mustn't be this system. Maybe it is. I should have double-checked before we started today, shouldn't I? What's that though? Travel to this system now. What's that? You're on 165 now, Chrissy. This must be the right one. What's that? You got 4.5 royalty. How many has the Squeaky Bottle King got? Right, so the winners are for today. We are taking Rex with us, and we are taking Garrus with us. Yeah, I realised this afternoon whilst I was cuddling casserole that I messed up with your parcel though. There was some stuff that I had for you that I forgot to put in. Because I had... Oh, hang on, that's loud in my headset. Now, the Mako's supposed to have some new controls.
Commander, I'm picking up some strange readings. really strange, like off the damn charts. It looks like it's coming from an underground complex a few clicks away from the drop zone.
Bouncy, bouncy. There's the boost. There's supposed to be a boost control. As in, like, to accelerate forward, like the other one. What's that? Oh, have you got 21k in the chickens on the server? Ah, there it is. I know which button it is now for boost. This is they've redesigned the Mako controls, so now it's supposed to handle a lot better. But I didn't see any problem with the way it handled. I thought it was hilarious the way it handled before. Okay, so this is where we're going to be going. Up here, down here, have a little fight over here. Up here a little bit, have a little fight along here. And then run away up there. What's that? Oh, she didn't come over to get... Have you told her that Mr. Socks is holding a parcel for her? I thought it would give you a little laugh, because you have said that she after she said that she nicked your post, I thought it would be funny if she nicked your post and there was actually a letter for her inside of it. He did tell her that Socks was holding a parcel. Let's just have a little before we can proceed, let's just have a little look at the new textures for not only the landscape here, but also for the Mako. What is it they call the Mako equivalent in Andromeda? I've got a remote-controlled model of it, and now it's gone completely from my mind what you call it. Oh, the ship's called the Tempest. You want to know what's in it? Yeah, there is exclusive, because there's some photos in there. Not all of them. There is a couple of them that you'll recognise, but there is some other pictures in there that were taken with my DSLR camera. So they're not on like the photo share, and they've never been processed. I was just flicking through looking for something different, and I found a couple that I've included in that little bundle. And you see that I replaced your thank you cards with a reprint, because obviously like the last one, the print quality was my printer's not cooperating. What's that? Ooh, that hit us. That's one tank down. And 2 tanks down? Brilliant. So it'll not be long then, Roty, before you've got your next one on the Discord. I can see them coming into view on the radar. Saving. Oh, right, the rocket emplacements on this one, I remember. Oh, we leveled up. And we just use our thrusters to keep jumping over them. Jumping over the missiles. Yeah, you've been slacking, but you've had a good excuse though for slacking off the past couple of days.
We should sneak around and pull its tail.
Because you were out playing yesterday, weren't you? I'm still waiting to see pictures though. Right, let's sneak around here real quietly as the Mako could possibly be. I think that red blip over there is on the like the opposing loop. Yeah, it must be just there. Hey, you knackered at the minute as well. What's it there? Oh, you got to transfer your computer first. Just gonna fire a few shots because I'm sure the explosive damage will probably help take out some of them. Any more? Let's see a few more on the radar. Alright, let's go and see what's in the gatehouses, because there'll be boxes to unlock. Now, what button is it to get out? There it is. Ooh, what are we using? Well, I suppose we might as well make an effort on these, if I can remember how to... Oh. I can remember how to use these powers, because it's been that long since I used the powers in Mass Effect. Because, we've always had the God Pistol. Right, easy decryption. And we actually have to take all of this stuff because we're going to have to sort through it all back on the Normandy. Because we're actually going to have to upgrade our gear. Right, let's go and check out this next room. I can't see anybody on the radar, so I don't think there'll be anything to worry about in here. He says as he walks in, everything explodes. Upgrade kit. No, don't put it in gel. We're leveled up as well, but we'll worry about the leveling once we get back on board the Normandy. Alright, we'll take the Mako and park it closer to the exit. Can we detonate that inside of there? Oh, yeah, we must have. A little bit lower, get it through the vent. Yeah. So we saw last time as well that there are some different decryption methods as well. So we'll have to watch out for those sort of things when we get to them. quick check in here, and then we'll continue on up the road. Nope, nothing in here.
Nothing but rocks, dirt, and lava. Reminds me.
Right. What was the Mako craft in Andromeda called? Nomad, that was it. I knew I'd remember it eventually. So I hope everyone will be paying attention during the Mass Effect playthroughs, because there is going to be a test at some point. I'll slip some Mass Effect questions into the quiz nights when we have them. I thought I heard another projectile coming in there. Well, you just have to catch up on YouTube. And speaking of catching up, the most important catch up, Hammy's had the chance to watch the last of what's it called? Broken Sword. Let's get a little bit closer. I remember these Geth tanks, and we could take them out with a few rounds from our pistol. You're gonna fail those questions, JD. Oh, and you've not had the chance to watch it yet. Ooh, back it up. I really hope that they do a sixth one, because I've enjoyed playing through that series. Even though there was a couple of puzzles that were just sort of like, what the hell? How many rocket troops are there here? Alright, weapons overheat. Let's just back off for a second. Can we take that out from here? Or is it just round that corner? That's a bigger tank. There we go. Anybody else on the radar? Nothing there. Of course, we'll get to a bit soon where, isn't it? You know, it's that thing. You know, when the game auto saves during a quiet bit. Now I can see on the radar there's something up ahead. There's two somethings up ahead. And we'll just boost over the rocket. I wonder if we can get any of these sort of bits. Or we'll hit the old invisible walls. Ooh, invisible walls. This looks like somewhere where there'd be something hidden.
I'm on my way.
One-speed Shepherd. Oh, you'd think it'd be like a supply box behind here, wouldn't you? Toolbox with upgrade parts for us to raid. Remember rightly, in Andromeda, I'm sure you could upgrade it so that the boost would last longer. I can't remember, it's been quite a few years since I played through Andromeda. I'm looking forward to getting to that one as well. Once we get through Mass Effects 1, 2 and 3. That rocket get us that time. There we go. This is approaching now the bit where we have to get out, and we have to fight a tank in hand-to-hand combat. Yep, that's our radio jam. Can we take out? Oh, I wonder if we can use the boost to maybe just try and, like, blast the Mako past. We've got to try it for a minute. Oh, there must be a proper invisible barrier there. You can't exit them unless it's parked. Uh-oh. Oh, and it's clipped through the ground. Oh. Oh, no, it really is like full, alright.
Redeploying.
On foot. I need to remember, how do we actually use the powers? Alright. I'm assuming that if I press this button it'll trigger it. But it takes so long to recharge, I'm going to wait until we get like an enemy in sight. There we go. The headshots count more as well in the legendary one.
Area secured.
What's that? Isn't that how it normally works, JD? It says 6 months to put the pictures up. We've still got like some all my Lord of the Rings ornaments and all the sculptures. They're all still in their boxes, waiting to be taken out. We're going to try the sniper rifle. We're going to try the sniper rifle again. One sniper. Two. Anyone else? Yeah, but before they finally got moved the other day. this sniper rifle's fun. Oh, I should have gone for the plum shots. No, JD, not the only one. But we need to play some of the other Plum Hunter games, don't we? Which one was it we actually played? Was it 3 or 4? Let's advance on this Geff here. Hang on, what's that say there? Before you take is that the some of the stuff that you had lying around? Is it going to see if you can get a few quid for it first? Oh, are they bringing Plum Hunter to a VR game? Oh, I wish I could afford a VR headset. And was it there? Oh, she got until Thursday, and then after that, it's away. Right, we should be. Well, let's go and have a closer look. Is it supposed to be magma or something else? It doesn't look quite right for magma. I don't know. Or alien world, it could be anything. Alright, let's proceed up the hill, where a big tank is going to get dropped off. Now, we don't have the God pistol, so this could be problematic. You know what, I'm going to save it. Now, is there going to be a cutscene at the top here? Last time we actually got lucky as well. Apart from having the God pistol, the Geff tank got like stuck in a spot, and we just sort of, just stood there shooting it because it got itself glitched. Ooh, we'll get to see the textures up close this time as well. Oh, the bouncy ones. Bouncy Geff. Spring-loaded bouncy Geff. Hide. Oh. Weapons overloaded. How's we've still got miles to go on the recharge. Some bouncing somewhere up close here. There he goes. Let's use that. Right, is that all the little ones done now? There's still a snipery one over there. Pull back. Garrus took all that one. We got it. Still one more on the radar. Trying to get a few melee kills in as well if I can. What's that? Oh, I've seen Outside Xbox streaming that game there. Is this the first game, first new game you bought for the Switch as well? This year, I mean, rather. That's never console. I'd love to play Breath of the Wild. Breath of the Wild, even. I think the sequel will be out before I get a chance to play it. There is talk as well of the that there might be like hinting towards new hardware. Do you guys still play that? Oh, which is the game that was really popular at the start of the plague outbreak. It kind of like had a similar vibe to Stardew, except it was like a mortgage simulator. I can't think what it's called. Was it Animal Crossing? Is that what it was called? I'd have to see a picture. I just can't think what the. It's bound to be that one. Get out of the way, Rex. I think we're going to have to put points into recharge. I don't want to like level mid-mission.
I think we're good, Shepard.
Right, weapons away. So down here, we're going to meet the Sony. Yeah, I remember. I remember at the time Chrissy telling us about because you had like some special tools as well that he stole off you, or something along those lines, or you had like some special something like collectible from the game. I can't think what it was now because it was that long ago. At least we've got a nice relaxed farming session later this week, though. Before I'm getting better at not calling it Star Drop Valley. It took a long time of continuously calling it Star Drop. I suppose but we'll be able to do other bits and bobs. I mean, we did one of the festivals last time, and there's like I don't know how many days it is to the next festival thing, but there's like a 3-day long one. But I remember reading at the time on the wiki that what is it? You've got you have to like visit each day because there's different things each day or something. Lift's broken. It's just playing with. No, I mean, I started playing I don't class the 15 minutes that I spent playing single player when I first downloaded it. That doesn't count because I was just getting used to the controls and the interface. But I've really only ever played it with you guys. I started a world on my tablet, but I stopped playing it because that was what me and Gravy played together. I haven't played it since.
I'm trapped. I need help.
Are you okay? What happened to you?
Listen, this thing I'm in is a Prothean security device. I cannot move, so I need you to get me out of it, all right?
Right, let's interrogate her for a little bit there. Yeah, definitely. It's much more fun when the three of us play together. In our like crazy little world of all of our little chickens. We have to upgrade our chicken coop. We need more chickens.
Your mother is working with Saren. Whose side are you on?
What? I am not on anybody's side. I may be Benezia's daughter, but I'm nothing like her. I have not spoken to her in years. Please, just get me out of here.
Yeah, Chrissy is the master fisherman. no doubt at all in that. I know you probably answered this before, Chrissy, but did you get one of the upgraded fishing rods? I can't remember. Or are you still using the default one?
How did you end up in there?
I was exploring the ruins when the Geth showed up, so I hid in here. Can you believe that? Geth beyond the veil! I activated the tower's defenses. I knew the barrier curtains would keep them out. When I turned it on, I must have hit something I wasn't supposed to. I was trapped in here. You must get me out, please!
Your mother is working with Saren. Whose side are you on?
What? I am not on anybody's side. I may be Benezia's daughter, but I'm nothing like her. I have not spoken to her in years. Please, just get me out of here.
We just need to figure some way past this energy field.
It's a Prothean barrier curtain. I knew it would keep me safe from the Geth. When I turned it on, I must have hit something I wasn't supposed to. I was trapped in here. You must get me out, please.
We'll find some way to help you.
There is a control in here that should deactivate this thing. You'll have to find some way past the barrier curtain. That's the tricky part. The defenses cannot be shut off from the outside. I don't know how you'll get in here. Be careful. There is a Krogan with the Geth. They have been trying different ways to get past the barrier.
Alright. I was just letting the dialogue all play out there. But once the bundles are done, there's always this. But also there's like story things like the casino we've got to get into, the what's that other place called? Oh, look at them fellas over there. We're still waiting for a storm. I need a storm so I can get that battery. I don't know. Maybe it's the redhead. I have no idea. I have no idea what are the benefits of like any of the characters.
Shutting them down.
There we go, we got it. But what was the other one there? Oh yeah, of course, Chrissy needs to harvest his parsnip. And that just sounds rude as well, doesn't it? Because he missed the first season. Because was it in that first session royalty? Did me and you play for like 4 more hours or something like that? It was well into the AM when we realised how late we'd play. Take off. We need to sort of like decide on like a time, and then when it crosses that time, we finish whatever day that we're on. Chrissy wasn't a happy bunny. I thought there was another box. Did I get both the boxes? Okay, let's play with a mining laser. Now, what could possibly go wrong? Oh, what's the... Oh, right. That's like Simon Says without the Simon Says. Oh, we moved it right. We can always, I mean, once we get through Zelda, we can have maybe just a little rejiggle around, because we've already sort of like said that the Deckscape, we're going to start that at 8 o'clock, because we're each time we've played, I think other than the first one, we've been absolutely shattered by the end of it. I also need to learn how to play Judge Dredd before we stream it, otherwise I'll have to rejiggle it as something else. What's that there? You'd be up all night fishing. You know when I found my magic cards the other day, I found my actual real fishing reel. I don't know where the rod is though.
Oh, how did you get in here? I didn't think there was any way past the barrier.
We have to get you out of here before more Geth arrive.
Yes, you're right. I've seen enough of them to last a lifetime. That button should shut down my containment field.
Any idea how we get out of this place?
There is an elevator back in the center of the tower. At least I think it's an elevator. It should take us out of here. Come on! I still cannot believe all this. Why would the Geth come after me? Do you think Benezia's involved?
Saren's looking for the conduit. You're a Prothean expert. Obviously, he wants you to help him find it.
The conduit, but I don't know.
What the hell was that?
These ruins are not stable. That mining laser must have triggered a seismic event. We have to hurry. The whole place is caving in.
Joker, get the Normandy airborne and lock in on my signal. On the double, mister!
Aye, aye, Commander. Secure and away. ETA 8 minutes.
If I die in here, I'll kill him.
Because that's how that works.
Surrender. Or don't. That would be more fun.
I like that one.
In case you didn't notice, this place is falling apart.
Exhilarating, isn't it? Thanks for getting rid of those energy fields for us. Hand the doctor over.
Whatever it is you want, you are not getting it from me.
She'll stay with us, thanks.
Not an option. Saren wants her, and he always gets what he wants. Kill him. Spare the Asari if you can. If not, doesn't matter.
Can we get a melee attack in somewhere? Could I get a few melees in because I need the Xbox achievement? Oh, our shields are almost down. Get a secondary gen. So next up we'll have
Too
like a
close,
long dialogue
Commander.
bit.
10 more seconds we would have been swimming in molten sulfur. The Normandy isn't equipped to land in exploding volcanoes. They tend to fry our sensors and melt our hull. Just for future reference.
We almost died out there, and your pilot is making jokes?
Joker pulled our asses out of there. I think he's earned the right to a few bad jokes.
I see. It must be a human thing. I don't have a lot of experience dealing with your species, Commander. But I am grateful to you. You saved my life back there, and not just from the volcano. Those Geth would have killed me or dragged me off to Saren.
What did Saren want with you? Do you know something about the conduit?
Only that it was somehow connected to the Prothean extinction. That is my real area of expertise. I have spent the past 50 years trying to figure out what happened to them.
Just how old are you exactly?
I hate to admit it, but I am only 106.
Damn! I hope I look that good when I'm your age.
A century may seem like a long time to a short-lived species like yours, but among the Asari I am barely considered more than a child. That is why my research has not received the attention it deserves. Because of my youth, other Asari scholars tend to dismiss my theories on what happened to the Protheans.
I've got my own theory on why the Protheans disappeared.
With all due respect, Commander, I have heard every theory out there. The problem is finding evidence to support them. The Protheans left remarkably little behind. It is almost as if someone did not want the mystery solved. It is like someone came along after the Protheans were gone and cleansed the galaxy of clues. But here is the incredible part. According to my findings, the Protheans were not the first galactic civilization to mysteriously vanish. This cycle began long before them.
Where'd you come up with this theory? I thought there wasn't any evidence.
I have been working on this for 50 years. I have tracked down every scrap and shred of evidence. Eventually, subtle patterns start to emerge, patterns that hint at the truth. It is difficult to explain to someone else. I cannot point to one specific thing to prove my case. It is more a feeling derived from a half-century of dedicated research. But I know I'm right, and eventually I will be able to prove it. There were other civilizations before the Protheans. This cycle has repeated itself many times over.
If the Protheans weren't the first, then who was?
I don't know. There is barely any evidence on the Protheans, even less on those who came before them. I cannot prove my theory, but I know I am right. The galaxy is built on a cycle of extinction. Each time a great civilization rises up, it is suddenly and violently cast down. Only ruins survive. The Protheans rose up from a single world until their empire spanned the entire galaxy. Yet even they climbed to the top on the remains of those who came before. Their greatest achievements, the mass relays and the Citadel, are based on the technology of those who came before them. And then, like all the other forgotten civilizations throughout galactic history, the Protheans disappeared. I have dedicated my life to figuring out why.
They were wiped out by a race of sentient machines, the Reapers.
The Reapers? But I have never heard of... How do you know this? What evidence do you have?
There was a damaged Prothean beacon on Eden Prime. It burned a vision into my brain. I'm still trying to sort out what it all means.
Visions? Yes, that makes sense. The beacons were designed to transmit information directly into the mind of the user. Finding one that still works is extremely rare. No wonder the Geth attacked Eden Prime. The chance to acquire a working beacon, even a badly damaged one, is worth almost any risk. But the beacons were only programmed to interact with Prothean physiology. Whatever information you received would have been confused, unclear. I am amazed you were able to make sense of it at all. A lesser mind would have been utterly destroyed by the process. You must be remarkably strong-willed, Commander.
This isn't helping us find Saren, or the conduit.
Of course, you are right. I am sorry, my scientific curiosity got the better of me. Unfortunately, I do not have any information that could help you find the conduit, or Saren.
I don't know why Saren wanted you out of the picture, but I think we'll be a lot better off if we bring you along.
Thank you, Commander. Saren might come after me again. I cannot think of anywhere safer than here on your ship. And my knowledge of the Protheans might be useful later on.
And her biotics will come in handy when the fighting starts.
Good to have you on the team, Liara.
Thank you, Commander. I am very grateful. Oh, I am afraid I am feeling a bit lightheaded.
When was the last time you ate, or slept? Dr. Chakwa should take a look at you.
It is probably just mental exhaustion, coupled with the shock of discovering the Protheans' true fate. I need some time to process all this. Still, it could not hurt to be examined by a medical professional. It will give me the chance to think things over. Are we finished here, Commander?
We can talk again after you've seen the doctor. The rest of you, dismissed.
Mission reports are filed, Commander. You want me to patch you through to the Council?
Patch him through, Joker.
Setting up the link now, Commander.
We've received your report, Commander. I understand Dr. Tassoni is on the Normandy.
I assume you're taking the necessary security precautions.
Liara's on our side. The Geth were trying to kill her.
Benezia would never allow Saren to kill her daughter.
Maybe she doesn't know.
Or maybe we don't know her. We never expected she could become a traitor.
At least the mission was a success.
Apart from the utter destruction of a major Prothean ruin. Was that really necessary, Shepard?
The Geth were crawling all over those ruins. We were lucky to make it out alive.
Of course, Commander. The mission must always take priority.
Good luck, Commander. Remember, we are all counting on you.
Right, now, that didn't go quite the way I was expecting it to. But then, I don't normally pick up Liara until after I've done Ferris and Noveria. I was expecting her, you know, to do the mind meld and see the vision. But that must come in a briefing later on. That's I normally don't get her till afterwards. She's always like the last one I pick. Alright, we're gonna go and do the rounds now. After we've completed a major story mission. See what Joker's gonna say.
I prefer gold to silver, you know, for my medal. I figured you'd recommend me for one since I pulled your boots out of the fire.
If we present you with a medal, you'll end up sitting on stage listening to politicians make speeches for a couple of hours.
That's a good point. They'd probably make me shave, too. I spent the last 7 weeks working on this baby. No medal's worth that. So, Commander, why don't you tell me why you're really here?
How's the Normandy performing? Is she everything they said she'd be?
She's the best ship in the fleet. If you've got a pilot who knows how to handle her. balance
Shepard's
isn't what you expect.
creepy eyes.
Takes a while to get used to that oversized drive core we got stuffed in the back, and her power can sneak up on you if you're not careful. The Normandy's probably too much ship for your average Alliance pilot, Commander. Lucky for you, I'm anything but average.
I have to go.
All right, see ya.
Get all these codex entries while we're at it. I don't think Presley will have anything useful to say. He never really does.
Yes, Commander?
Carry on, Presley.
Yes, ma'am.
Downstairs. We'll have to have like a more in-depth conversation with Liara once we get into her room. We'll see Dr. Chakwas first. Just checking for codex entries. And the wet blanket.
Commander, do you have a minute?
I always make time for my officers.
Off the record, I think there's something wrong here. This Saren is looking for records on some kind of galactic extinction, but we can't get backup from the Council? Sorry, Commander. There's writing on the wall here, but someone isn't reading it.
Congratulations to Discord for suppressing my notifications for another stream. On a side note, Review Tech USA has a new video out.
The Council doesn't want to believe anything's wrong. I'd call it human nature, but...
I hear you. It just seems like a group that's been around as long as the Council should see this coming. I mean, it's funny, we finally get out here, and the final frontier was already settled. And the residents don't even seem impressed by the view. Or the dangers.
Well, well. You're a romantic. Did you sign on for the dream, Malenko? Secure a man's future in space?
Yeah, I read a lot of those books when I was a kid, where the hero goes to space to prove himself worthy of a woman he loves, or, you know, for justice. Or maybe I was a romantic in the beginning, but I thought about it after brain camp. Biotic acclimation and temperance training. I'm not looking for the dream. I just want to do some good. See what's out here. Sorry if I got too informal. Protocol wasn't a big focus back in Bot.
Tell me about it.
Biotic acclimation and temperance didn't last past the airlock. To the kids they hauled in, it was brain camp. Sorry, hauled in is unkind. We were encouraged to commit to an evaluation of our abilities so an understanding of biotics could be compiled. There are worse results of accidental exposure to element 0 in the womb. Beats the brain tumors some kids grew up with.
Is there some question about how you were exposed?
My mother was downwind of a transport crash. It was before there were human biotics, a little after the discovery of the Martian ruins. It only gets iffy around 63 when Kinetics was running out of first-gen subjects. Until then, they'd relied on accidentals. A bunch of guys in suits show up at your door after school, and next thing you know, you're out on Jump Zero.
No bother, royalty. Don't forget to do your homework, though. You have to catch up on those last 10 minutes of Broken Sword.
Jump Zero is Gagarin Station, right? What's it like?
Yeah, that's the official name. Biggest and farthest facility we had for decades. Right on the termination shock, the outer edge of the solar system. It's where they did all the Goose Chase FTL research before we caught on to using mass effect fields. It was a sterile research platform when I was there.
There were other kids in the same boat, right? At least you weren't alone out there.
That's true. We did have a little circle that'd get together every night before lights out. We didn't have much to do, though. It was a research platform then, and Kinetics kept Jump Zero off the extranet to prevent leaks.
Then you must have had plenty of time to get to know each other.
Yeah, we'd sit around and bull every night after dinner, play cards or network games. There was this girl named Rana, who had a little circle grow up around her. She was from Turkey. Her family was very rich. But she was smart and charming as hell. Beautiful, but not stuck up about it. Like you, I guess. Ma'am.
Sounds like she was special to you.
She was. Maybe she felt the same. But things never felt together. Training, you know.
You know of any intentional exposures for certain?
No one knows. Doesn't mean they didn't happen.
I do.
As big as the exposures were, it was hard to track down accidentals. It was different then. No one knew the potential, so there wasn't a lot of regulation. Anything Kinetics did was gold. I'm not saying they intentionally detonated drives over our outposts, but
they did.
In retrospect, they were damn quick on the scene.
Because Cerberus did it.
Jump Zero's a long way from home. What was it like?
The grand gateway to humanity looks a lot better in the vids. Anyway, this was supposed to be a casual debrief, not a bull session about stuff that happened years ago.
I wanted to get to know you a little better, that's all. Thanks for the talk, Caden.
Well, you're welcome, ma'am. You, make a habit of getting this personal with everyone?
No, I don't. We'll talk again later.
I'll need some time to process that, Commander. But, yeah, I'd like that.
Don't take too long. We know what's coming.
Anything you need, Commander?
What's your opinion on the last mission?
Dr. Tassoni. She seems nice enough. I mean, if you like the bookish sort.
Any intentions there, Lieutenant?
None, Commander. I prefer adventurous women.
We'll talk later, Caden.
I'd like that.
Right, let's go see Chakwas. See what she has to say about Liara, then we'll go see Liara.
Yes, Commander? Is there something you need?
Oh, she doesn't have any questions about them, just
How well do you know the Lieutenant?
I'd never worked with him before this mission. But he has an impressive service record, over a dozen special commendations. Tends to keep to himself, though. Maybe because of the headaches.
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
Yeah. We've already had all of her dialogue there.
Commander, are you coming to check up on me?
You look much better. How are you feeling?
Dr. Chakwas assures me I am going to be fine. I was impressed with her knowledge of Asari physiology.
You're in good hands. Dr. Chakwas knows what she's doing.
I never properly thanked you for saving me from the Geth, Commander. If you hadn't shown up,
I'm just glad we got there in time.
So am I. I know you took a chance bringing me aboard this ship. I have seen the way your crew looks at me. They do not trust me. But I am not like Benezia. I will do whatever I can to help you stop Saren. I promise.
Don't worry, Liara. I trust you. I know you won't let me down.
It means a lot to hear you say that, Commander. Thank you.
Tell me about yourself, Liara.
Me? I am afraid I am not very interesting, Commander. I spend most of my time on remote digs, unearthing mundane items buried in long-forgotten Prothean ruins.
Sounds dangerous. And lonely.
Sometimes I would run afoul of indigenous life forms or stumble across a small band of mercenaries or privateers, but I was always careful. Until the Geth followed me to Artemis Tau. I never found myself in any situation my biotics could not handle. As for the solitude, well, that is one aspect that most appealed to me. Sometimes I just need to get away from other people.
You don't like other people?
I suppose it comes from being a matriarch's daughter. People expected me to follow in Benezia's footsteps. They wanted me to become a leader of our people. Matriarchs guide their followers into the future. They seek the truth of what is yet to come. Maybe that's why I became so interested in the secrets of the past. It sounds so foolish when I say it out loud. It sounds like I became an archaeologist simply to spite Benezia.
All children rebel against their parents. It's a natural part of growing up.
Aha, you share the wisdom of the matriarch, Shepard. That is exactly what Benezia said when I told her of my decision. But there was more to it than that. I felt drawn to the past, The Protheans were these wondrous, mysterious figures. I wanted to know everything about them. That is why I find you so fascinating. You were marked by the beacon on Eden Prime. You were touched by working Prothean technology.
Sounds like you want to dissect me in a lab somewhere.
What? No, I did not mean to insinuate. I never meant to offend you, Shepard. I only meant that you would be an interesting specimen for an in-depth study. No, that's even worse.
Digging that hole.
Calm down, Liara. I was only joking.
Joking? Oh, by the goddess, how could I be so dense? You must think I am a complete and utter fool. Now you know why I prefer to spend my time in the field with data disks and computers. I always seem to say something embarrassing around other people. Please, just pretend this conversation never happened.
Do you know why Benezia joined up with Saren?
I don't understand it. She was always outspoken about the need for the Asari to become more involved in shaping galactic events. Maybe she thought allying herself with Saren would somehow be for the greater good in the long run. At least I hope so.
This hurts you, doesn't it?
None of this makes any sense to me. I have not spoken to Benezia in many years, but I know her, and this was not like her. Something changed.
I'd like to know more about the Asari.
We were the first species to discover the Citadel. We were instrumental in forming the Council, and we always strive to be the voice of peaceful cooperation in galactic disputes. My people believe we are all part of a single galactic community. Each species contributes something to the greater whole. Although we seek to understand other species, it seems few of them seek to understand us. The galaxy is filled with rumors and misinformation about my people.
Like what?
Most of the inaccuracies are centered around our mating rituals. My species is monogendered. Male and female have no real meaning for us. We still require a partner to reproduce. This second parent, however, may be of any species and any gender.
I don't understand. Your species can mate with anyone?
Mating is not quite the proper term, not as you understand it. Physical contact may or may not be involved, but it is not an essential element of the union. The true connection is mental. Our physiology allows us to meld with other beings. We can touch the very depths of their minds. We explore the genetic memory of their species. We share the most basic elements of their individual and racial identities. We then pass these traits on to our daughters. It is how we learn to grow as a species and how we develop a greater understanding of other races.
And one of the other things, the mysteries about the Asari, there's a line of dialogue that we'll see in a bar. I forget which one of the Mass Effects is in, but we will come across it at some point in my playthrough, where there is a few different species all sitting around the table talking about the Asari, and they're all commenting, wondering why. There's a Solarian who says he doesn't understand why the humans are attracted to the Asari because they look. He sort of says that the Asari look like the Solarian. So one of the theories is that this is not their true form, and that they look like whichever species they're dealing with. So they look like human, like closer to human, with us. But like if Rex was to look at her, he'd see something different.
What happens to your partner after the union?
Every relationship is different. Some unions are a single encounter with both parents parting ways afterwards. Others can be more long-term. Sometimes an Asari and her partner will stay together for many decades.
Do you know who Matriarch Benezia chose as her partner?
She rarely spoke of her partner. Though I know my father, if you want to use that term, was another Asari.
I thought you always needed another species to serve as one of the parents.
Think about it, Shepard. If we were not able to mate with our own species, we would have died out long before we ever mastered spaceflight and left our homeworld. Union with our own kind is no longer common, not for the purposes of reproduction. Most Asari believe it weakens our species. Asari daughters inherit racial traits from the father species. If both parents are Asari, then nothing has been gained, or so conventional wisdom would hold. I am what is sometimes called a pureblood, though no Asari would ever be cruel enough to say the word to my face. It is a great insult among my people. It is possible Benezia's partner was embarrassed by their union. She may have been too ashamed to publicly acknowledge me as her offspring.
Maybe she wanted to meet you but couldn't. Maybe something could have happened to her. Maybe she passed away.
You might be right. I hope you are. But I have no way to know for sure. Benezia never spoke of her partner. Whatever happened, it caused her too much pain to dwell on it. She raised me by herself, though that is not uncommon. Many Asari raise their children alone, particularly if the father species is short-lived. Often the partner will pass on long before the child reaches maturity.
You Asari live for 1,000 years. What happens when your partner dies?
Few sapient species live as long as my kind. We have learned to take a philosophical approach to our unions. We do not focus on the inevitable loss of our partners. Instead, we enjoy the time we spend with them. And even after they're gone, a part of them lives on in us. The union is a connection that transcends both time and space.
I think that's
Do you
everything.
know who Matriarch Benezia chose as her partner?
She rarely spoke of her partner. Though I know my father, if you want to use that term, was
I thought you always needed another.
Think of you. It is
Skip past
possible
those 'cause we
Benezia's
just heard,
partner was
all of that.
embarrassed by their union. Many Asari raise their children alone, particularly if the
We've done
father
that.
species is short-lived. Often the partner will pass on long before the
I should go.
Goodbye, Shepard.
Trying to see if we can get a close-up of the arm there, because you see it's not a blur anymore. The thing is, it's like X05 or something there, isn't it? But can we make out? We always have to come back on YouTube later on. What does that say? Is it, maybe it's not in like a readable language. Let's see if we can jiggle the camera. Get as close as we can. Maybe we'll get some opportunities later on. Hold your arm still. No, I'm not sure. I don't think it's English. Right.
Yes, Commander? Is there something you need?
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
Right, now we'll head downstairs. We'll speak to the space racist, Tally, Rex and Garrus, but I don't think there'll be too much dialogue with those. Possibly the space racist. Yeah, Chris, yeah, I don't think it was English, but when I see the playback later on, I'll maybe try and pause it and see the letters more clearly. Right, let's start with Garrus.
Commander, how are you?
Why did you want to be a C-Sec officer in the first place?
That's a good question. There were several reasons, I guess.
Like what?
Probably the same as most officers. I wanted to fight injustice, wanted to help people. I guess my father had something to do with it too. He was C-Sec, one of the best. I grew up hearing about his accomplishments or seeing his picture on the vids after a big arrest. He's taking my resignation pretty hard.
That's tough. But you'd think he'd be impressed you're going after Saren.
My father's a C-Sec man to the bone. Do things right or don't do them at all, he says. He thinks I'm being too rash, too impatient. He's worried I'll become just like Saren. He actually talked me out of becoming a Spectre when I was younger, for the same reasons.
You were asked to be a Spectre?
Well, I was targeted as a possible Spectre candidate. Me and about 1,000 other Turian military recruits. I could have received special training, but my father didn't like it. He despises the Spectres. He hates the idea of someone having unlimited power with no accountability. He wouldn't like you, Commander. No offense.
Oh, we get that up here. It's like 2 doors up from where we are. The blast it. You can hear it from like miles around. You have to go outside there and headbutt them, Chrissy.
I suppose I can understand his concern.
You can. But Saren's not going to play by our rules, C-Sec's rules. If you want to nail Saren, you need to send someone who isn't restricted by policies and procedures.
So, you know when you're driving, Chrissy, and you'll pass like a vehicle, or a vehicle will pass you on the road, and you can hear the music blasting out of it. You sort of figure it's so loud. How can they possibly think straight to like drive safely?
Just because you can break the rules doesn't mean you should. I don't need to stoop to Saren's level to stop him. And neither do you, Garrus.
I see what you mean, but I'll think about it. Thanks, Commander.
Right, that's Garrus' talk over. And the space racist.
Commander?
What's your opinion of the last mission?
Not sure I buy Dr. Tassoni's story about her and her mom not talking. They're family, right?
I think she's being straight with us. Or at least I don't think she lies very often.
Yeah, she's probably really bad at it. Hey, want me to ask her about her sex life? Might be illuminating.
I don't think she's used to teasing, good-natured or otherwise.
No fun, Commander. Too bad those ruins got destroyed. I mean, they lasted thousands of years. That's impressive.
Do you have a few minutes to talk? One-on-one?
Sure. I was hoping to get a minute of your time. Off the record.
I keep an open-door policy. If you have any concerns, lay them on me.
All right. I know things are different aboard the Normandy, but I'm concerned about the aliens, Vicarian and Rex. With all due respect, Commander, should they have full access to the ship?
Space racist.
They may not serve the Alliance, Chief, but they're allies. At least as far as Saren goes.
This is the most advanced ship in the Alliance Navy. I don't think we should give them free rein to poke around the vital systems. Engines, sensors, weapons.
You don't trust the Alliance's allies?
I'm not sure I'd call the Council races allies. We, humanity, I mean, have to learn to rely on ourselves.
Standing up for ourselves doesn't mean standing alone.
I don't think we should turn down allies. I just think we shouldn't bet everything on them staying allies. As noble as the Council members seem now, if their backs are against the wall, they'll abandon us.
You get a pessimistic view of the universe, Williams.
A pessimist is what an optimist calls a realist. Look, if you're fighting a bear and the only way for you to survive is to sick your dog on it and run, you'll do it. As much as you love your dog, it isn't human. It's not racism, not really. Members of their species will always be more important to them than humans are.
These seem like deeply held beliefs, Williams. What made you think this way?
My family's defended the Alliance since it was founded. My father, grandfather, great-grandmother, they all picked up a rifle and swore the oath of service. I guess we just tend to think of Earth's interests as our own.
All right, I can see where your concerns are coming from, Williams. But this is a multilateral mission. You're gonna have to work with aliens, like it or not.
It won't be a problem, Commander. You say jump, I say how high. You tell me to kiss a Turian, I'll ask which cheek.
I don't think kissing Turians will be necessary.
You never know, Commander.
I know, 1 second she's a space racist, the next minute she's all...
What's your opinion of the last mission?
Not sure I buy Dr. Tassoni's story about her and her mom not talking. They're family, right?
I think she's being straight with us.
Alright, we've already heard this bit.
Hey, want me to ask her about her sex life? Too bad those ruins got destroyed. I mean, they lasted thousands of years.
Dismissed, Chief.
Ma'am.
Okay, Rex next.
So, we've got Saren on the run.
It won't be long now. Saren's good, but I'm better.
Good. He's rotten. To the core. I could tell as soon as I met him.
Why didn't you tell me this sooner?
I would've if I thought it was important.
I think I'd like to hear about it just the same.
This was a while ago. A bunch of mercs were bragging about a job out near the edges of the Terminus systems. They said it paid well and the boss was never around to ride them. They said he was looking for more men, too. So I checked it out.
I didn't know Saren was openly recruiting mercs.
It wasn't that open, and he only showed his face once. We'd been raiding ships in the area for months when we took out this massive cargo freighter. Our biggest haul yet. I was on board checking bodies for valuables, looking for some extra credits. That's when I saw him.
What did Saren want with the ship?
I don't know what he wanted. He was just moving through the ship, watching. Couple of the mercs called him by name, but he never spoke to them. Never spoke to anyone. I had a really bad feeling about him, so I got the hell out. Didn't even wait to get paid.
What kind of cargo was the freighter carrying? What was Saren after?
I don't know. All I saw on that ship was food and medical supplies. There were some basic weapons, but nothing big. If there was anything of value on that ship, I didn't see it. That's why I didn't mention it sooner.
Whose ship was it?
There was a Volus trading vessel. Big one. Lots of guards. But they were no match for us.
That's the only time you saw him?
Yeah. Didn't even know who he was. Still wouldn't if I hadn't joined up with you. But my instincts were right. Every other merc on that mission turned up dead within a week. Every damn one.
So long, Rex.
Shepard.
And we've already gone through the dialogue for the Genophage and all that, so we don't need to go through that one this week.
Looking for supplies?
Nothing new
Not
in
right
his.
now, thanks.
No problem.
Ooh, Shepard had really creepy eyes on that one there. Ooh, let's get the codex entry. Any other entries?
Something I can do for you, Commander.
Carry on, Adams.
Aye, aye, Commander.
Nothing new from him. We'll finish with Tally.
Oh, hello, Shepard.
Are you okay?
I don't know. Your ship is amazing, and your crew's been really great to me, especially your chief engineer. But I just sort of feel out of place. The Normandy runs so smooth, it feels like we're not even moving. And the engines are so quiet. How do you sleep at night?
I find it rather peaceful. Don't worry, you'll get used to it.
But it's more than just the silence. This ship feels so empty. It's like half the crew is missing. Back home, I couldn't wait to go on my pilgrimage. I couldn't wait to get away from the crowds. Now that I'm out here, I kind of miss them.
Sometimes we don't appreciate what we have till it's gone.
That's true. I'm starting to wonder if that's what the pilgrimage is really about. It's given me a whole new perspective on my people and our culture. You know, there's always a few who go on their pilgrimages and never return. I always assumed something bad happened to them. But maybe they just wanted a different life.
You do plan to return to the migrant fleet, right?
I could never abandon my people, Shepard. I will go back eventually. But we have to stop Saren first. Otherwise, I might not have a home to go back to.
I should go.
See you later.
So there we go. We've done the rounds. We've talked to everybody. We've gotten the mission updates from everyone. And I think that'll probably be a logical place to leave it for today. So in the next time we return, we will be exploring the galaxy. But I am going to see what I am like through the week for my schedule. If I have an afternoon with no clients and I'm caught up with everybody's, all my customers' tasks, I might do an extended session for bonus eggs, just to hammer through those side quest planets. Because I think it'll probably take 10 hours to get through all the side quests. when I used to do this game, I did it like dozens of loops over and over, and I had 100% it so many times. But obviously I was skipping the dialogue that time. But obviously for this playthrough, I'm keeping it in. Yep, more bonus eggs for Chrissy. Be able to stick the tab open when you're working. Ooh, the starfield. You can tell that it's only a few feet away from the glass. They should have put the sky dome a little bit further away from the cockpit. All right, let's head over here. We'll save it, and then we'll go see where Chrissy can get even more bonus eggs. Right, so up here. So, as I said, the next few playthroughs are going to be just solely exploring the galaxy, because we need to get all those side missions just out of the way as quickly as I can do them. I will be using maps this time round, so that we can basically accelerate to all the right spots. Because we don't want to be like wasting time exploring the planet. So as we go to a planet, I'll have the map of wherever we're visiting, either in a book or on screen, because I've got all the books for with all the planets on. It'll basically just be flooring it through all those planetary explorations, and we also got we'll also get like a whole lot of achievements out of all that as well. Speaking of achievements, this week on Tuesday, I was planning to do the last, the new 117 achievements for Minecraft Bedrock Edition, to get the Xbox achievements on that. However, I'm going to change that because, oops, that's opened up on the wrong screen. Oh, never mind. It's still a long way from finishing downloading. But Hermitcraft Season 7 World Download became available today. It's been downloading for hours. It's not even 2 gigabytes, but of course everyone on the planet is trying to get it. We're currently downloading at speed of 40 kilobytes, or kilobits a second rather. I'll probably just leave my computer running, because it says it's got 9 hours left to finish downloading. I'll just go up to 10. But once that downloads, I will be putting it on the second server so that we can have a play on it. Off the top of my head, the places I'd like to explore will be the Corrales area, because there's lots of things in there that I would love to take inspiration from to build, like on our server. And also I would like to see the Star Wars area that what the hell's his name, Rendog made. Yeah, exactly. I wouldn't have a clue where to go on that on the server, because I haven't watched any Hermitcraft for months. It must be now. I don't know what sort of things they've been doing other than what they did several months ago. But once it's downloaded, I'll render the live map the same as what we did for the previous Hermitcraft, and so we'll be able to see where the structures, and we'll be able to zoom around and have a look. I'll also render it locally on this machine, the sideways view, so that we can see more detail of the shapes. But that's just a case of just waiting for it to download. It'll probably be downloaded by tomorrow, fingers crossed, and I'll get it uploaded onto the other server. I'll have to rebuild the server, so I'll have to re-whitelist everybody. I'll deal with that tomorrow. Okay, let's see, where is Chrissy going to get his bonus eggs from? What are we doing tomorrow before I think about anything else? Oh, we're playing Never Alone. Right, I need to fire up Never Alone now. I'll just go to the app section on the Xbox before I turn it off, because I need to make sure that the volume levels are all happy. So I'll launch the game, if I can find it down here. Oh, there it is. Right, there you go. Whilst that's loading, let's see where is Chrissy going to get his bonus eggs from. Raid channel. Oh, you've only got a choice of Anita tonight. So it's Anita just chatting. So yeah, so we've got, I'll send you over there. So I said we're starting our playthrough of Never Alone tomorrow. On Monday, we are going to stick with Farming Simulator. Because I was still undecided on what to do with FPS night. I just don't know what to do with that going forward because of all the carry on of it. I don't understand why it's like the only game in the past 20 years where you can't mute the volume on the music. There is no volume controls in game. But yeah, if all goes according to plan, then Tuesday as well, we'll have the Hermitcraft Season 7 world to explore. And we have Chrissy's favourite game coming up on Wednesday. I know that he's been so excited to play it or to watch it, but we are returning to the second Putt-Putt game with Putt-Putt Goes to the Moon. Anyway, I'll send you over to Anita then. Are you super excited, Chrissy? But have a good night, everybody. Good night there, JD. I just spotted that I missed the line there. But have a good night, JD. And thanks for watching. I get my words out tonight. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Thank you for joining me today. If you are enjoying our journey and would like to see more, then please rate, comment, favourite and subscribe in whichever manner your chosen platform allows. If you are joining us on Twitch, Mixer or YouTube, where we have loads more for you to watch, from our live streams to all our episodes across our various series. You can also drop by and say hi over on Discord, where we chat about everything from Minecraft to books and movies to tabletop games. But most importantly, thank you very much for watching and have a lovely day.